so I don't get the box today.
The secret is out.
I know. I've hidden it so well for so long.
Yes.
Yes. I've not got a box.
He's making a new name for himself as a box-to-box midfielder.
There we go. Thanks, Sam. Right, you man.
Is there dandruff on my shoulder? They're trying to tell me something.
What time is it? Oh. White shirt today.
I know.
You
College football, man.
you going to work the restaurant later?
Come for the soccer tactics. Stay for the laughs with Andy Driver.
Hey, Seinfeld.
Hey,
I'll
Seinfeld.
tell the jokes.
Give me the jokes to me, Seinfeld. Good evening from Las Vegas. Tonight, it's the Las Vegas Lights FC hosting San Diego Loyal SC, presented by the Castro Verde Law Group from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. The llamas are in the house. The merchandise is flying off the shelves, and we are ready for this one. Good evening, Matt Peters with the former Houston Dynamo midfielder Andrew Driver. For Las Vegas Lights, the pressure is on. An important four-match homestand, really uncharacteristic defensively in the last 3 games.
Yeah, they've been shipping goals for fun, haven't they, the Lights so far? But we did mention on the previous game that this homestand they're going to have now 4 games in a row at Cashman is going to be make or break for them for the season and potentially making the playoffs.
We take a look at the defense for Las Vegas Lights. It's really a bit shocking as we see the look from the goalkeeper, Tomas Romero. 14 goals conceded in the last 3 matches. This was a very good team for most of 2022.
Yeah, you can see in the video here a lot of dejection, a lot of negativity from the Lights. They're shipping goals like that. It's always difficult to take. But it's been uncharacteristic because this team has been very good defensively all season. Enrique Duran had the Lights set up very strong early on. They didn't let many goals in. They didn't get beat by more than 1 goal on many occasions. So it is uncharacteristic. Getting back to Cashman, the tight field, try and keep a 0 on the clean sheet.
Meanwhile, for San Diego Loyal, head coach Landon Donovan, they've got a goal from a lot of places this year, over 60 this season, but the latest is Evan Conway, signed from Union Omaha, and he now has 6 goals in his last 9 games.
Yeah, he's obviously scored, but he's not the only one. Vassell is obviously top scorer for the Loyal, so real good luxury to have 2 players that can score a lot of goals, and Conway is on fire right now. We saw this against Phoenix in the previous game. He has an eye for goal, but he's also very sharp around the box.
Outstanding first season in the USL Championship for Conway. It's Las Vegas and San Diego. Las Vegas produced one of its best wins of the season at San Diego in the summer. They need to win tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. It's Las Vegas and San Diego. Kickoff is next. Good evening from Las Vegas. Tonight, it's the Las Vegas Lights FC hosting San Diego Loyal SC, presented by Good evening from Las Vegas. Tonight, it's the Las Vegas Lights FC hosting San Diego Loyal SC, presented by the Castro Verde Law Group from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. The llamas are in the house. The merchandise is flying off the shelves, and we are ready for this one. Good evening, Matt Peters with the former Houston Dynamo midfielder Andrew Driver. For Las Vegas Lights, the pressure is on. An important 4-match homestand, really uncharacteristic defensively in the last 3 games.
Yeah, they've been shipping goals for fun, haven't they, the Lights so far? But we did mention on the previous game that this homestand they're going to have now 4 games in a row at Cashman is going to be make or break for them for the season and potentially making the playoffs.
We take a look at the defense for Las Vegas Lights. It's really a bit shocking as we see the look from the goalkeeper, Tomas Romero. 14 goals conceded in the last 3 matches. This was a very good team for most of 2022.
Yeah, you can see in the video here a lot of dejection, a lot of negativity from the Lights. They're shipping goals like that. It's always difficult to take. But it's been uncharacteristic because this team has been very good defensively all season. Enrique Duran had the Lights set up very strong early on. They didn't let many goals in. They didn't get beat by more than 1 goal on many occasions. So it is uncharacteristic. Getting back to Cashman, the tight field, try and keep a 0 on the clean sheet.
Meanwhile, for San Diego Loyal, head coach Landon Donovan, they've got a goal from a lot of places this year, over 60 this season, but the latest is Evan Conway, signed from Union Omaha, and he now has 6 goals in his last 9 games.
Yeah, he's obviously scored, but he's not the only one. Vassell is obviously top scorer for the Loyal, so real good luxury to have 2 players that can score a lot of goals, and Conway is on fire right now. We saw this against Phoenix in the previous game. He has an eye for goal, but he's also very sharp around the box.
Outstanding first season in the USL Championship for Conway. It's Las Vegas and San Diego. Las Vegas produced one of its best wins of the season at San Diego in the summer. They need to win tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. It's Las Vegas and San Diego. Kickoff is next.
Nobody's ever made breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
I've never had French toast this good, not in my life.
Better than mine?
Mom, come on, you know, these and yours
It's... Answer the question, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Answer the question.
Get out of here, Willie.
If you want a little something sweet in the morning, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
So, you have a wedding and you forgot to get a haircut. Just open the Great Clips online check-in app. In a few taps, you're in, out, and wow. Pretty much the best-looking guy at the party. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
We know life gets hectic. Work, kids, sports. Who could expect you to remember ice for the barbecue, diapers for the baby, or maybe it's food for the dog? Can't get to Terribles? Get Terribles to you. With all the essential items you need, complete with contactless delivery right to your doorstep. And ordering couldn't be easier with the free Terribles Social House app or online at terribleherbs.com. You got this. Can't get to Terribles? Get Terribles to you.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by CoinCloud, the easiest way to buy and sell cryptocurrency. By Cazadores Tequila, real tequila for real people. And by Summer Point Resorts. proud sponsor of Las Vegas Lights FC. Gorgeous night in Las Vegas. We get to the starting lineups first for the home side. Las Vegas Lights under first-year head coach Enrique Duran. Duran makes 2 changes from the team, which lost 3-0 at Hartford last time out. Eric Duenas and Alvaro Quezada come in for Christopher Jaime and Tikel Keenan.
Yeah, for the Lights, it's are they going to go 3 at the back? Are they going to go 4? Obviously, Quezada will come in and play on the left of the 4 central defence, but having Trejo and Jennings up front is a huge help for them.
And for San Diego Loyal under head coach Landon Donovan, 2 changes from the team, which beat Phoenix 3-0 last time out. Ebenezer Akon for Colin Martin, Andrew Carlton in for Kyle Adams, who's away on international duty.
Yeah, we know the strength of this San Diego team, don't we? The fact that Colin Martin can start on the bench shows the quality they have, and you'll see that tonight. It's a difficult game for the Lights up with such a huge win needed against a good San Diego team.
Underway from Las Vegas, Lights in black, San Diego in white. San Diego clinched a playoff berth for the 2nd straight season with the 3-0 win against Phoenix last time out. There's a bad back pass and an opening goal for San Diego. Seconds into this one, Loyal in front on a bad back pass from Las Vegas.
Oh, you can see it's absolutely criminal from the Lights. You've shipped in so many goals in the previous weeks. Oh, you have the kickoff, just start the game steady, don't give anything away. Some slack passing into the box, and it was Vassell who finished with an absolute plum. He did everything he needed to do, and what a start for San Diego. But for the Lights, with the form you're in, you need to start the game strong, and to let a goal in as early as that is, it's just so disappointing. Poor pass from right back in, and Vassell, great finish. Nothing that Abraham Romero can do to that, and what a poor start.
For Vassell, it's his 14th goal this season, his 27th appearance. And just not the start Vegas wanted. We expected a much better start given the stakes for Vegas, a 4-match homestand, chasing the playoffs now. And really one of those maybe a pattern of play that San Diego picked up on. They watched them, the tape is out after so many games, and maybe expecting that kind of build out from a kickoff. San Diego was ready.
Yeah, but potentially, but it may also have been the end of the team talk. Landon Donovan may have said, listen, this team's lacking confidence. They've let in a lot of goals. As soon as they take that kickoff, just get down the throats. And you could see that. It was fast pressing. It was a poor pass on the right-hand side. And a very confident finish from Vassell. You can see how he scored so many goals this season.
Now Vegas must chase the game, down 1-0 inside the very first minute.
It was a very unlike Tony Leon to make that kind of pass, though, isn't it? It was a bit loose. You don't really see the Lights put themselves under that much pressure defensively. Maybe just didn't get, just not starting as well as they could. Maybe that's that lack of confidence from the run of games they've been on.
Lar across the back with Traore.
We were right, the Lights have started with 4 at the back. You have Lara in central, Quezada out on the left. No, it's actually Traore out on the left, and Quezada's filling in on the right back spot.
With that goal, Vassell pulls into lone spot in 8th above Enzo Martinez, Birmingham Legion in the Golden Boot race. Next on the list, Augustine Williams with Charleston, Lucho Solinac with El Paso, both on 14 goals. So now it's a 3-way tie in 6th. Solinac, Williams, and Vassell on 14 for the season. Here's a cross, it's helped alive. Elijah Martin makes it 2. Just like that, San Diego Loyal doubles the lead. Elijah Martin unmarked. Far too easy from Las Vegas. And the visitors in front, 2-0.
Far too easy, wasn't it? Absolutely far too easy. The fans there just seem a little bit despondent, and you can't blame them. 2 goals so early. There's a simple ball into the box, and nobody defended it. The goals come all the way across to Martin, and again, nothing Abraham Romero can do. A really good finish from Elijah Martin. You can see there the delight in them. I'm not sure the San Diego team can believe they're ahead so quickly, so comfortably. 2 minutes.
2 goals in 2 minutes for San Diego Loyal. First, Kyle Vassell, the leading goal scorer, and then Elijah Martin, a veteran of this team. Shell-shocked is a word you would use to describe Las Vegas at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. Especially since we've watched them play a lot this season, haven't we? The Rio Grande Valley game, the 5-0 defeat here, was bad, but they were down to 10 men. It was kind of a bad night, and you just wiped it down as that. But right now, the way the form that the Lights are in, it's incredible that how far backwards defensively they've gone after being so solid for the majority of the season.
Martin and Vassell.
It's going to take a monumental effort from Jennings and Trejo up there. We've seen what they can do this season. They've scored a number of goals. They've been fantastic, but they're going to have to really put a show on today if they want to get back into this game. And the Loyal aren't a team you need to give a head start to. We've seen how consistent they've been in the USL Championship for the last 2 years. And they just find a way to keep winning games, and you don't want to be giving them a 2-goal head start.
First goal this season for Elijah Martin. He scored once last year for San Diego. And really the back four, any coach would tell you that it's not just the back four, right? It's team defending, it's what's happening in front of the back four. But the back four for Las Vegas, or the back three, depending on how you look at it and how it's drawn up, has been very consistent, very healthy this year. So they have the stability. So what to make of this defensive change is really hard to ascertain for Las Vegas. It's not as if a player or two that's been steady all year is out. It's basically the same grouping. We've seen Leon, we've seen Lara, we've seen Dekel Keenan, who's not in tonight. There's a ball over the top. It could be a third here for San Diego before Traore clears. So it's really the same group of players, but just different results.
And there hasn't been much change, has there? All season long, it potentially could be the shape in front of them. It's just these things happen in soccer when you lose a little bit of confidence, like the Lights have. Things can be difficult, and you aren't as aggressive in the tackle. You're a little bit unsure of yourself, so it's a little bit difficult to fathom and to get out of. But this change is incredible. It's 2 goals in such quick succession in a must-win game. It's hard to explain.
Chrysostoma restarts. Alvaro Quezada. Well, if you look at the games immediately preceding this run for Las Vegas, there was no warning sign in terms of defensive record. There's a chance with Trejo entering the box. It's finally cleared here by San Diego. The RGV game was interesting because they went down a man, as you said, and RGV went rampant, 5-0 dominant. Poor clearance. Appeals for a penalty, none given. As Duenas pushing forward. The outside back. And Changeling Koke Vegas. But before that 5-0 defeat, it was a 2-1 home win against Sacramento. I thought one of the better performances all year. Back on August 20th for Sacramento. 1-1 draw with Orange County, a 2-0 home defeat to San Antonio, a scoreless draw at Phoenix, which is a great result, 1-1 against Atlanta United 2. The list goes on. They had not really allowed more than 2 goals in any game.
Well, they hadn't been beat by more than 1 goal, other than San Antonio, who's top of the league by numerous points, isn't it? So it just shows how competitive they have been. And then what's the results? It's been 5-0 RGV, 6-1 away against Tampa Bay, and 3-0 against Hartford, which you can say that the Tampa Bay and Hartford, it's a long journey. You get into the season where legs are getting tired, but to start the game like this after those results, it's worrying.
Here's DeRoma with Trejo. Too far in front of Duenas. Now it's San Diego on the break. Into the channel. Vassell pulls out Lara. Kyle Vassell earns a corner kick. All right, Andrew, may change now since we're 10 minutes in, but let's get your keys to the game, beginning with Las Vegas.
The game has changed, hasn't it? Everything's gone out the window now. Keys to the game completely out the window. Trejo obviously hasn't scored in a while, so they really need to rely on him now. Today, better defense, which will need even more better defense after the start of the game. And it's quite apt you say that the keys to the game at this point, as San Diego have a set piece. They want to capitalize on it. They've got a large team. They're very good in these situations. They scored a goal last week against Phoenix, and then home cooking. They keep winning. The Loyal will be a home team in the playoffs.
From the corner, it's headed out. They look very dangerous from set pieces last time out, the 3-0 win against Phoenix. Made the playoffs last year. Now they want a home playoff game. They're currently in second, 9 points back of San Antonio when the weekend began. If they keep winning, they'll ensure at least one home game in San Diego come playoff time.
Yeah, you sense this San Diego Loyals team is one of the more consistent. You play them every year and they have similar faces and they're really growing something. Landon Donovan obviously been in charge for over 2 years now. He's really getting the consistency.
Well-timed run from Cal Jennings. He has Trejo central, just past Trejo. Oh, excellent from Jennings. Seemed like he deked the goalkeeper there, faking a shot and then played a perfect ball across the 6.
It was one of those situations for Jennings, wasn't it? In a great area. He's tried to find the cross, but in his mind, he's probably wishing he could have hit it. It was a good effort. And then Trejo, obviously, on the end of it, couldn't get a touch on the ball, but promising signs for the Lights.
Injury report presented by Dignity Health Physical Therapy. Morten Bjorschel, the Norwegian, is out, as is Roberto Molina. Nicholas Moon, the only person out for San Diego. And as mentioned, one away on international duty. It's Kyle Adams. Now the match odds presented by Westgate Superbook. Wonder what the live odds are now. But entering the match, it was plus 260 for Las Vegas, minus 110 for San Diego.
It looks like the bookies have... I know it's very early, but they very rarely get it wrong.
Unless you're wagering on the match, right?
My gambling career ended a long time ago. I don't think I've ever won a bet.
A 2-0 San Diego Loyal, first minute of the game, really first 20 or 30 seconds. A soft back pass capitalized by a very aware Kyle Vassell for his 14th goal of the season.
It has to be quicker than 30 seconds, right? 2 passes and he scored a goal. It's potentially one of the quickest goals I've ever seen against a team that has taken a goal, the kickoff. Usually you see like a long ball up from the takers and they're positive going forward. This is the first time I've seen someone give the ball away so quickly in a goal.
And Elijah Martin in the 4th minute. It seems sooner than 4 minutes, to be frank, but officially the 4th minute goal for Elijah Martin, his first of the season. So Las Vegas do have the firepower to get back into it. They have Trejo, they have Jennings. That's been the story most of the season. When they're on the field, Vegas has a good chance. But a 2-0 deficit against a very good San Diego team.
You see Vassell up front there for the Loyal. He's very experienced, played a lot of soccer in England, been through the lower leagues, was at Blackpool at one point, played a lot of games there. He's very strong, and you can see his experience early door. He's holding the defenders off. He took his goal really well, and you can see how the Loyal use him up there as a target man.
Diagonal. Traore heads away. Retrieved by Elijah Martin, who's taking a very advanced position in this one. hearing 16 seconds. The fastest goal in the USL Championship in 2022 for Kyle Vassell.
It's got to be one of the first times, the literal first touch of the game for his team is a goal. You won't see that many times.
Romero off his line for Lara. Lara into the channel, too heavy. All the way back to Coque Vegas. He's from Spain. Last on loan with Mallorca, before that with Levante. Rolls it out here, Ebenezer Akon, the 25-year-old Ghanaian. Midfield throw incoming. 2-0 San Diego Loyal. Vassell in the first minute, Elijah Martin in the fourth.
They've started the game solidly, haven't they? The Loyal, they've obviously got the 2 goals, which were very well taken, but they're also dominating, dictating play, keeping possession. Light struggling to keep hold of it. The chance from Jennings was a highlight, but you see here, every time the Loyal break out from midfield, they're getting onto the defense of the Lights, and they're pretty much dominating midfield, the Loyal.
Well, uncharacteristic 3-game losing streak for San Diego before the win against Phoenix. They lost 3-1 against Oakland at home, 3-1 at Monterrey, but they did have a red card in that game to Charlie Adams just past the hour mark. And then a 1-0 defeat at Toyota Field against San Antonio before bouncing back at home against Phoenix. And Duenas was listed as a defender on the team sheet, but he's been very advanced up the field since the 2-0 deficit. Now it's a deep throw in here for San Diego. Now Duenas tore his ACL, has come back, and now trying to get back to full health and fitness as it's headed wide. Strong header from around the top of the box from Duran Iskandarian as the trainer will come on and look at the Armenian U20 national team player.
Yeah, a little bit worrying for both of the guys there, wasn't it? I'm not sure who it was for San Diego, but he went down rather slowly. Looked like a painful one. But it's a bit of a bizarre crossfield pass from the Loyal. You never really played the ball across your own box, but they played a high ball across their own box, and it really invites the opposition to attack you and try and win the ball back. And Iskandarian was unlucky with his header.
Jackson Kasanzu also being assessed for San Diego as he challenged Trejo. Just a reminder, the starting lineup for Enrique Duran is presented by Coin Cloud, and again, it's very flexible. It was listed as 5 across the back on the team sheet, but we thought it'd be a back 4 with Lara, Traore, Quezada, and Leon. Duenas is in an advanced position.
Yeah, I think tonight's even more so of like a 4-4-2 for them, and DeRoma and Duenas both in midfield. And here you see the Loyals team. I think Conway's more likely to play a little bit left, and Martin on the right-hand side is the man who's got the goal, but he's been more, and he's been playing basically as a right winger so far.
Yes. Lineups presented by Coin Cloud. Jackson Kasanzu, the 19-year-old from Tanzania. Interesting prospect for San Diego Loyal. So how can Vegas get back in this game, Andrew Driver?
Slowly. They don't need to rush. There's the one positive of the going 2-0 down so early is you have a long time to get back into it. So don't be too open. Get the Lights need to just keep tight and then just hope to nick one and just keep wearing down this San Diego team. But you don't. If you go too open, you find yourself free down. It is game over.
Long cross. Vassell will watch it out to throw in for Las Vegas Lights. Out to midfield. Throw in for Quezada.
San Diego's kind of playing like with one striker and then 3 midfielders, but it's kind of a little bit inverted with Martin playing a right wing back. It's kind of a strange formation. They're playing players in the positions where they're most effective, and the Lights are struggling to find any spaces. Like if you see there, it is as if they're playing a 3 central defenders, the Loyal.
Crisostomo targeting Trejo. Throw into Las Vegas Lights. 2 goals inside the first 4 minutes. Kyle Vassell, his 14th goal of the season inside of 20 seconds. And then Elijah Martin, the veteran, with his first goal of the campaign, his 2nd goal for San Diego in 2 seasons.
I'd be interested to see the stats on how teams play with 3 central defenders at Cashman, for the reason that it's quite a tight pitch. So when you play with a 4, you play with a 4 usually to try and get to get some width, whereas you don't really need to get that width. The pitch is so tight, you can probably cover the area with 3 central defenders, and that way that frees up more people in the middle of the park. And you see today, like San Diego, there's no pressure down the wide areas. The 3 central defenders are managing to cover all the space that's needed.
And just to be clear, when you say you play with 4 across the back to build width, that's the width in the attack.
Width in the attack, but also to cover the space as well.
Yes.
If you're playing a real big pitch and you play 3 central defenders, you can get really exposed in the wide areas. But you see there, the central defender's got all the space, all the time to come, because he doesn't have to go as far on the tight Cashman field, which Cashman can be a huge advantage for the Lights because they're used to playing there, and it's a little bit more difficult with the size of it because it can be tight. It means you've got to have a really good touch, which the likes of Trejo and Jennings really have. They have great movement, and they utilize themselves very well on this small pitch.
You see Enrique Duran there. He must, in some ways, feel a little relieved that it's only 2-0, and I say that in the most respectful way because we're 17 minutes removed from Martin's 2nd goal. It could be 3 or 4 by now, but all things considered, as you mentioned, you're down 2. You have 70 minutes left to chase the game.
Yeah, exactly. And the Lights just need to keep plugging away. Another thing that might be in their favor, you score 2 goals early like San Diego, you think it's going to be easy. You take your foot off the accelerator. Here we see the foul. It was Jack Blake going over the top of Roma.
Good switch of fields. Crisostomo picks his head up. Shifting against Carlton. Inside for Quezada, back for Iskandarian, who will throw it in. Duran Iskandarian leaves it here for Alvaro Quezada. There's Landon Donovan, 6 MLS Cup titles, the most in MLS history. U.S. national team, 3 World Cups, a trophy named after him in MLS for the MVP award. One of the big names in U.S. soccer history.
It's not a bad CV, is it? I think
clipped in, it's Jennings. Oh. Just wide, so close for Cal Jennings as he forced Koke Vegas off his line.
Yeah, you were expecting that just to nestle in the back of the net, wasn't it? It was a nice little dink over the goalkeeper from Jennings. But there's what Cal Jennings offers. He plays on the shoulder. His pace got him to the ball ahead of the goalkeeper. It's difficult skill and just a little bit unfortunate.
We saw Landon Donovan there. What did you think of Donovan? What was your perception of him coming over from Scotland when you entered MLS back around 2013?
Well, the thing with Landon Donovan is, growing up in England, the MLS never got the credit it deserved, you know. And then I think his spell when he went to Everton was when people really opened up their eyes, because he was magnificent, wasn't he, for a couple of years. And that's when you thought, well, this guy has been a real proper player. But I wonder if he changed some of that CV just to get a championship as a manager, because it's a different challenge, isn't it? I bet it's just as big a challenge as his playing career ever had.
Was one of the finalists with San Jose Earthquakes. Luchi Gonzalez ultimately got the job just a few weeks ago for next season, but so for now, for the moment, very pleased, very happy in San Diego in his 3rd year. And I think it's great to see an American manager get an opportunity to develop as he is doing.
I think it's what's great is he's had the time to have 3 years, and they've been successful every year, and it just really looks like they're building something. And when we spoke to him on the calls previous, he's very positive. It seems like he's really enjoying it.
Jennings trying to find Trejo. Good cover across the back from San Diego. Vegas is growing in the game. We were very critical after 5 minutes. A shocking start, but credit to Las Vegas. The last 20 minutes have been much better.
Yeah, 100%. You're definitely right. But we know they've got the ability. You've got Danny Trejo and Carl Jennings, and you've got Crisostomo. You've got quality players. And that's what we wanted before the game. It's just build into the game slowly. Don't give up anything, because the quality will come when you start gaining the confidence.
Excellent from Jeroma, shifting right and left. He slides it wide for Carl Jennings. It's Quezada on the overlap. Jennings' shot is blocked. Cleared by San Diego. Regathered by Frank Jeroma. San Diego very much pinned in here on the edge of its box. Duenas back for Crisostomo. Mohamed Traore clipping it in. Headed wide, back towards the corner. Kept in play by Evan Conway. First minute goal. Kyle Vassell is 14th of the year, then Elijah Martin in the 4th minute. San Diego lost at home to Las Vegas. That was one of the best results of the year for Las Vegas at a time they sorely needed a 2-1 away win. San Diego looking for some payback tonight. That's a good run for Moshabane. Moshabane draws 2, good strength. And now it's Martin. Guido. We saw Jennings with that chance. Just missed as he got around the goalkeeper, Koke Vegas. It's been a good year for Jennings. 9 goals in 20 appearances. His partner, Danny Trejo, 10 goals in 23 appearances. But nobody with more than 2 goals after those 2. The next most goals on the team, Quezada with 2, and then a list of players with a single goal. So the challenge has been when those 2 are away, where do the goals come from? Now they're back and now expected to score.
Yeah. When they both played during the middle section of the season, they were outstanding. Both players, Jennings and Trejo, scoring goals, looking confident, weren't they? It's a long season. It's difficult, and you do need the rest of the team to start chipping in. But it all hasn't been lost. I think the development of those guys behind, the likes of Jaime, he's been outstanding this season. I think it's because Jennings and Trejo have been away at times, and he's had to step up. And they just need to these young guys just need to start scoring goals, maybe get a little bit more involved, stamp their authority on the game a little bit.
It's Jeroma top of the box. Back for Traore, who tees it up and hits it in the stands. Better soccer from Las Vegas Lights. The drumming can stop as you throw the ball back to the field.
The wee guy there didn't feel comfortable with his length of his throw, did he? Next time, just give it a shot, little fella.
Did you know 1 organ donor can save up to 8 lives and 1 tissue donor can save and heal 75 or more? Learn more by visiting nvdonor.org. Nevada Donor Network. Matt Peterson with Andrew Driver. It's 2-0 San Diego Loyal visiting Las Vegas for the first time this season. Goals inside the first 4 minutes. First in the first minute, Kyle Vassell, and then Elijah Martin 3 minutes later.
I don't know if you've noticed here, like, the light's starting to snap into the tackles here. The last couple of minutes, the lights they've lost the ball, but they're coming into tackles. They're the Roma again. It's a foul, but they're really getting in and around this San Diego team now. They're pressing fast. They're not giving San Diego the time on the ball, and there's been a marked change in the last 5 minutes of the effort going in by this Lights team. They're starting to grow in confidence, and if they keep snapping into the tackles like that, they're going to get opportunities by winning the ball in dangerous areas.
An early change due to that injury we saw. Jackson Kasanzu, the 19-year-old from Tanzania, who had most recently played for AFC Ann Arbor of USL League 2 and just signed his first pro deal. He left with the injury. He'll be replaced here with Jaff Metcalf, and now we see, after the treatment, Kasanzu walking off. Better safe than sorry. It's an easy decision when you're leading 2-0, but I like this from Landon Donovan, a young player, and not pushing him past the limit.
No, when someone's injured, especially when you're already in the playoffs, right? You want to make sure you want to get this home field advantage, but you want to make sure you have the full selection. And the likes of Metcalf, who's been a stalwart in the league for the last few years, is not a bad substitute to bring on.
Broke his collarbone last August, ending a very promising season. But he's back in the team tonight, replacing Jackson Kasanzu. The San Diego team, we mentioned that uncharacteristic 3-game losing streak, conceding 3 against Oakland at home back on August 24th and 3 at Monterrey after the Blake red card. But it's been a very consistent team, as you said, Andrew, and now trying to make it 2 wins from 2 and finish in the top 2 to ensure a home playoff game.
It's the USL Championships. It's just fascinating this time of year, isn't it? Well, all year round, you see the likes of Monterey Bay now going on a run. They came from absolutely nowhere. So you have teams that go on the runs at the right time. You saw OC last year, at the right time they peaked, went on and won a championship. So San Diego, they're a few points behind San Antonio, but they'll fancy their chances against anyone when the playoffs come.
Mo Shabane clipping it to the back post, headed over the end line by Kazan. A corner kick coming, very dangerous ball. Trying to put Evan Conway in advanced position.
Yeah, Conway looks sharp out there on the left side, doesn't he? He's got a nice turn of pace. I thought Mo Shabane wasn't the best delivery, but Conway's pace made it look, or put Quezada under enough pressure that he had to clear the ball for a corner.
Jack Blake will deliver. Again, the fastest goal in the USL Championship this year, 16 seconds in officially from Kyle Vassell for his 14th of the season. Good corner kick. Headed to the top of the box where Trejo is waiting for it. He tries to release Duenas. Duenas will chase 1 versus 3. So it goes all the way back to Coque Vegas. After tonight, San Diego visits Orange County next weekend, hosts New Mexico the following weekend, and ends at Sacramento. So in the Pacific time zone for the final 4 matches. 1 home game, but manageable trips up the road to Orange County and then further north to Sacramento. As we said, for Las Vegas, this is a critical 4-match homestand. Short turnaround Tuesday, Monterey Bay comes back. The game was postponed due to field conditions from last weekend. So Monterey, a very hot team, comes to town Tuesday, and then New Mexico United next Friday night. So effectively 3 games in 7 days. And then they'll stay home the weekend after against Miami before ending the season at LA Galaxy 2. So still a lot to play for Las Vegas Lights, but the teams above them keep winning.
And the teams below them as well. It's funny how these teams go into a good run towards the end, and the Lights have just seemed to go into a sticky spot at the exact wrong time.
Ball will slip through. Conway tries a back heel. Deroma there for Las Vegas in front of Jack Blake.
Easiest yellow card the referee will ever give. Nice skill from Deroma, pulled away from Blake, and a very rash challenge actually. There was no need. When you're winning 2-0, that's a tackle you don't have to make.
Enrique Duran, a lot to think about after his team start. Elvis Osmanovic is the referee tonight. Here's Trejo. Lara. Abraham Romero, who's inviting himself as an option.
Modern day goalkeeper.
This is excellent from Las Vegas. Cal Jennings is in the pocket. Has Duenas and Trejo. Jennings wide for Trejo. Trejo first touch, settles it. Looks for space, back for Jennings. And Elijah Martin. It's still alive for Las Vegas. Poked away by Vegas. And Duenas could not get to it.
I'm not sure how he didn't give a free kick against Jennings there when he fell over, but you were right. Really good play from the Lights. It went, I think almost every player will have touched the ball in that. It went all the way across the defense. It opened up San Diego and ended up a good shot, but you want Jennings to hit it there. He slipped it into Trejo, and it kind of slowed the play down. Jennings running at the defense like on his left foot. You just want him to hit it, don't you?
Second time tonight, I thought Jennings would take a shot. The first was earlier when he flashed it across the face of goal and didn't seem like Terry was quite expecting it. And then that time after the run Jennings had, you love the unselfish play, but from the top of the box, you fancy his chances.
Yeah, he's a goal scorer. You want him hitting it. And it's going to Trejo, who's also a goal scorer, but it just slowed the game down a little bit, gave San Diego the chance to get in.
Duran Kandarian from the corner. Lara was closest to it for Las Vegas. Picked up here. Eric Duenas. Duenas bending it. Had to back across the face and nodded out. But Vegas will retain possession with DeRoma. Crisostomo will bend it. It's rising, but just too far for Leon. Leon unable to keep it in.
Good though from the Lights, isn't it? They're having a bit of possession, probing a little bit, trying to make opportunities.
Okay, Vegas plays it short. Helped on by Vassell. Leon back to Abraham Romero. Let's go back a few minutes. This challenge from Blake against DeRoma, as you said, clear-cut yellow card.
Yeah, it's easy as you'll ever see for the referee. A bit silly. You see there, he's now made another foul there, Blake. That silly tackle, he's now put himself in a really difficult situation. One more foul, you'd expect another yellow card.
Almost Osmanovic slowing things down before the restart. DeRoma will restart. Lara for Romero. We are seeing a more proactive stance from Abraham Romero from the first game this season. You see him coming out of his box there, asking for the ball. Shaky square ball across the back there. Picked up by Las Vegas. That was Ebenezer Akon playing it across the 18-yard box.
It's not for the first time we've seen a little bit of a strange ball across the back of their own defense from San Diego Loyal. The first time was when Iskandarian had a header and there was two players injured. It was close again to do that, but you can't invite this Lights team onto you because they'll press you in those situations. They love to press, especially when you play balls across the front of the box.
DeRoma kept it in play excellently. Here's Frank DeRoma for Las Vegas, bending his shot. Takes a deflection right to Koke Vegas.
Brilliant for DeRoma. We saw him last year as a central midfielder, didn't we? When he was really good on the ball, really sharp, nice 1-2s and things. And then at the start of the season, we were absolutely shocked when he went in the wide area, and you saw the ability he has in the wide area. He's got a great pace, and he can really run at you, and he's got lovely trickery, lovely fast feet. And we witnessed that there. The ball opened up for the shot as well.
That was a great angle just there from Daniel Crisostomo to win it back, and clearly the referee tonight, Elvis Osmanovic, is letting these guys play. I think all the 50-50 decisions have been play on.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see, don't you? You want to see the game flow. You want to see it have a rhythm. There's nothing worse than when a referee gets a little bit whistle happy and stops play every 2 seconds.
If you're Enrique Duran and it stays 2-0 and your team keeps playing, it would be an interesting team talk. I think a lot of it might be about hey, you guys had a dreadful start, but I'm really pleased with your response over the final 40 minutes.
Well, over 45 minutes, they've probably been the better team. And you still find yourself 2-0 down. And there's definitely goals to be had for the Lights. You see the gaps they're finding. San Diego haven't looked massively secure back there whenever the Lights have kept the ball and played it fast and moved, passed and moved and tried to get at them. They've looked likely to get some opportunities.
Good laugh there between Jack Blake and Frank DeRoma. Good win from Leon with support from Crisostomo. Now it's Quezada. Good counterattack here from San Diego, top of the box. Good settling touch from Vassell. Vassell goes down, and again, a 50-50 decision goes Vegas' way. Referee says play on, and Vegas will try to break.
Yeah, I think that was very good refereeing, actually. It looked like it might be a foul for Vassell, but I thought he had just fallen over pretty easy. And when a player falls on it like that and they fall into the ball, 9 times out of 10, the referee just gives it because it's the easy decision to make. But I think he kept his composure and let the game flow, and the Lights unfortunate not to break.
First minute goal, 16 seconds in, fastest in the USL Championship this season from Kyle Vassell. And then in the 4th minute, Elijah Martin, his first of the campaign. San Diego throwing.
Smart from Jack Blake there, wasn't it? He showed his experience. Composed on the ball, faked a pass, and then just invited the foul.
Restart from midfield. Turnover in a good spot for Las Vegas. Pass just a bit behind Duenas.
Dwayne, you can't give the ball away there. You've received it in such a good position. You have to find the pass.
Excellent from Blake here, just smooth on the ball. Wide right.
You can see they've got some quality players, haven't they, the Loyal? Jack Blake looks comfortable on the ball every time he gets it. You got Vassell up front who can hold it up. They really do look comfortable throughout the team.
Akon across the back. Martin now at the left back position. Inside for Evan Conway. Conway trying to spin. Iskandarian uses his body well. Earns a free kick. And these teams met July 19th in San Diego. Alejandro Guido scored a goal. Spectacular goal, but a comeback win for over 5,000 fans. Cal Jennings scored in the 17th minute. Danny Trejo in the 68th minute.
Yeah, you see here, it's a foul, isn't it? The two number 14s just wrestling a little bit over the ball. Bit of frustration from Conway after giving the ball away.
That win, by the way, for Las Vegas in July in San Diego. Its first ever win against San Diego in 8 total meetings.
That's surprising because the Lights seem to beat the top teams. We've seen them come here when Phoenix were good and get a result.
Think about the first ever game for San Diego. Junior Burgos had the goal from 40 yards out. That ended 1-1 right before the pandemic shut the sport down. But a lot of narrow wins since then for San Diego. 2-1 in 2020, 2-1 again last year. A couple 2-1 wins. A 5-1 win in August. A 4-2 win. Games got more lopsided before Vegas finally broke through Jennings and Trejo in July.
when July was in, you saw the lights and they were flying, weren't they? You were expecting them to keep pushing on the way they were going.
It has been a streaky team, Las Vegas Lights, this season. They had that long winless run where they couldn't score many goals. I think it was 7 without a win, and they bounced back quite well to get above the playoff line. And now 3 straight defeats by heavy margin. Good defending from Vegas in the end. Crisostomo supporting the back 4. A minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time will be added on here at the end of this first half. Hard challenge from Daroma. They sure have brought the physicality really since falling behind 2-0 Vegas F.
Yeah, that one was a strong challenge from Daroma, wasn't it? He may look small at times, but he does know how to bite into a tackle, and that one was very late, to put it mildly.
Daroma in the book in the 45th minute. Jack Blake standing over this. Blake 4 assists on the season. Akon back for Blake. Good first touch, Jack Metcalf. His cross is through the area and cleared.
Here is the foul from Daroma. Yes, extremely late, but all he's done is just left that foot that was going to tackle the ball. He's just left it in, hasn't he? Invited the contact, and it's definitely a yellow card. A little bit naughty from Daroma. By no means a red card, but just leaving one on your opponent. Let him have it in his mind that next time he has the ball, he needs to get rid of it quicker. They do seem fairly happy, San Diego, now to just keep possession in these areas. Just see out the first half. Just let Las Vegas waste their energy, try and win the ball back. The onus is on Vegas to go and try and win the game now, to get back into it.
Halftime at Cashman Field in Las Vegas. San Diego Loyal, a 2-0 lead, 2 goals in 4 minutes. Enrique Duran, a handshake for a fellow Spaniard in Coque Vegas, as he walks towards the locker room to have a team talk with his group. Well, Andrew Driver, a tale of 2 halves in many ways. Inside 4 minutes, 2-0 for San Diego, but Vegas much better after falling behind by 2.
A tale of 4 minutes, wasn't it, really? Just a really sluggish start from the Lights, and great finish here from Martin, but to let a goal in after 16 seconds when you've taken the center kick is hard to take. But San Diego started the game on fire, didn't they? They really played well, and 2-0 deserved the 2-0 lead. But the Lights have actually came into it. They performed well since then, and it's been pretty even.
2-0 San Diego Loyal. Halftime at Cashman Field.
To every fleeting moment, the Mazda CX-30 with available turbo engine, an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, more power for your pursuit.
Nevada Donor Network is a proud partner of the Las Vegas Lights FC. We are asking for your help to save and heal lives. Registered organ, eye, and tissue donors give hope to the more than 650 Nevadans waiting for their second chance at life. You have the power to bring them hope. Register as a hero today at registerme.org. Together, we are Nevada Strong.
I'm good, I'm crocheting.
I see that.
It started off as a hobby, kind of snowballed from there. And Alex, I don't want to stop.
Well, I don't see why you should have to. Let's set you up with a side gig savings goal on the US Bank mobile app. This way you can turn it into your main hustle before you know it.
You're my hero, Alex.
What are you working on now?
Pool cover.
That's fun.
Oh, I made my wife a bathing suit.
Oh, did Linda like it?
She did not.
Oh.
You should see what I made for Max. Max, look at him. He loves it.
The confidence to make your dream a reality. US Bank. We'll get there together.
At Silver State Schools Credit Union, we'll be by your side through every moment of life's journey, from big life changes to small celebrations and everything in between, because we prioritize people over profit. Become a member today and have a financial partner for life.
Halftime at Cashman Field in Las Vegas. San Diego Loyal SC 2, Las Vegas Lights FC nothing. 16 seconds in. Fastest goal in the USL Championship this season from Kyle Vassell, his 14th of the campaign. Then Elijah Martin just 3 minutes later. Your life always comes first. If you're injured or sick, the first responders, doctors, and nurses' priority is always to save your life. Donation is only considered after all life-saving efforts have been exhausted. Let's learn more from nvdonornetwork.org.
Lopez. I am 49 years old and I had a heart transplant. I was sick. I went to a breast cancer walk because I had breast cancer twice. The first time was in 2001 and then in 2008. I beat cancer both times, and when there was a breast cancer walk in October, I decided, you know what, I've done so well beating breast cancer, I want to support the cause. And it was about a month after that, I thought, you know, I was having issues with breathing. I thought it was just my asthma. I went to the emergency room because I couldn't breathe. I actually woke up and I looked in the mirror and my lips were blue. I went to the emergency room, and so after a lot more tests, they found out that my heart was damaged from the chemotherapy. Several years later, they found out that my heart was damaged so badly that I was going to need a heart transplant. Definitely seeing my kids graduate from high school, being around to be with my children, being outside. I'm able to go hiking. We go to Red Rock in the fall. A lot of times I'll go hiking in Mount Charleston during the summer. Spending time with my children. When I first found out I had congestive heart failure, they were 7 and 8 years old. My children are 18 and 20 now, and I didn't think that I was going to live to see them that age. So that is that's the thing that makes me the happiest, that I got to see them to be this age. The fact that somebody registered and I was able to be helped because of an organ, because they were down at the DMV and they just marked that little box and said, yes, I am going to give the gift of life. That changed my life. And I am here today to live a good life. I'm here today to help others. Organ donation is so important. It affects so many lives. I think it's most important for everyone to register as an organ donor, because you never know if it's your family member, if it's someone close to you, a coworker or a friend that, may need an organ. I just want to encourage everybody to be a donor at envydonor.org/lights.
As a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Lights, Security National Mortgage Company is looking to help you score your next big goal, buying a house. Our process is simple, with in-house underwriting, processing, and closing, keeping you informed from start to finish. With our Snap Home mobile app, you can look for a home, get financing, and more right from your phone. Together, we can outmatch the competition. Contact us today and let Security National be a part of your home team.
We know life gets hectic. Work, kids, sports. Who could expect you to remember ice for the barbecue, diapers for the baby, or maybe it's food for the dog? Can't get to Terribles? Get Terribles to you. With all the essential items you need, complete with contactless delivery right to your doorstep. And ordering couldn't be easier with the free Terrible Social House app or online at terribleherbs.com. You got this. Can't get to Terribles? Get Terribles to you.
Feel more connected to every fleeting moment. The Mazda CX-30 with available turbo engine. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. More power for your pursuit.
For over 60 years, AARP has empowered people to choose how they live as they age. As a wise friend and fierce defender, we advocate for better health, financial security, and stronger communities. We are AARP.
Unbelievable! What a goal! What a moment! The ultimate upset when it mattered the most!
And now the playoff update brought to you by Hisense. No drama in the East. All playoff spots have been clinched in the East, with seeding still contested. Should make it very interesting the final few weeks in the East.
In the final few weeks, it's already organized. It's
but
not as...
I say interesting because how do teams go after it? Do they chase a home game? Do they rest their players? In that way, it's interesting to me.
Put it that way, yes. It's if but for me, you never want to rest your players. You want to keep the momentum. You don't want to lose 3 of the 4 games or that and then go into sluggishly. So if you put it that, but I'd always prefer to see like what's happening in the West, where people are fighting for those final playoff places.
What's happening in the West? It is wild in the West. No Western Conference team eliminated. Here is the scoreboard. Pittsburgh and Orange County 1-1. The Miami FC comes to Vegas in a couple weeks. Scoreless with Monterey Bay. So that's a point away from home for Monterey Bay. A good point in the Eastern time zone. Colorado Springs held at home by Oakland. And San Antonio, this is rinse and repeat. How many 1-0 home wins do they have this season?
That's just incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you look at those 4 score lines, though, they are playoff score lines, aren't they? Very, very tight. Not many goals. The team's now really concentrating on the victories over the style of play.
Here's the upcoming schedule. Tuesday, Las Vegas and Monterey, a makeup of a postponed game from last weekend. Tampa Bay midweek hosting El Paso. Sacramento welcomes Phoenix. And then Friday, the busy homestand continues for Las Vegas. 3rd game in just 7 days. Vegas hosting New Mexico. Here are the standings. We look at the top 10 presented by AARP Nevada. San Diego crucially finishes top 2. It hosts a playoff game for Las Vegas Lights. Is trying to get into that top 7.
Yeah, the lights were sitting so pretty just 2 weeks ago. It shows you how if you don't win, if you go on a streak of losing games, you can really damage your chances. But they have these 4 home games in a row. Tonight's not looking good for the lights, but you win the other 3, you have a good opportunity. It's going to be very, very tight. Monterey Bay, obviously, they play them on Tuesday. That is the old classic cliche 6-pointer.
On Thursday, the American soccer community lost a coaching legend. Tim Hankinson coached for more than 40 years, including stints with the USL's Charleston Battery, Indy 11, and Chattanooga Red Wolves, as well as serving as a broadcaster for San Antonio FC. The entire USL mourns his passing. Our thoughts are with his family and all the players who ever called him Coach.
Grandpa was a lawyer in Cuba. Dad was one of the first Spanish-speaking lawyers in Nevada. Alex and Orlando grew up with justice in their blood, and they've built De Castro Verde Law Group Personal Injury on a legacy of fighting and winning for their clients. If you've been hurt, they will stand by you every step of the way, like family, because family would never let you settle for less than you deserve. De Castro Verde Law Group Personal Injury. Our family will fight for yours.
Hey, Steph, you know we sold 30 cars on Monday?
On a Monday?
Yes, a Monday.
A Monday.
Yes, a Monday.
I thought we were low on stock.
We've literally got tons of cars coming in all week long. Our customers at Findlay Toyota can have anything they want.
Even on a Monday.
Even on a Monday. On any day of the week, we'll do anything to sell you a car. Even on a Monday.
So, what should we do today?
Can we get some sun?
Hun?
You may want to step on it. Can we go to the beach?
Wow.
You guys seeing this?
Go Rogue in the new powerfully efficient turbocharged Nissan Rogue.
For over 60 years, AARP has empowered people to choose how they live as they age. As a wise friend and fierce defender, we advocate for better health, financial security, and stronger communities. We are AARP.
The 2022 Las Vegas Lights season is here. Relive the action every Saturday on your view. Your Las Vegas Lights every Saturday on Cox Channel 14.
Nursery, privately owned and operated for over 35 years. By Launa 872, proud supporter of Las Vegas Lights FC. By Plaza Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas. And by Nissan. Gorgeous night in Las Vegas, set for the second half kickoff. Matt Peterson with Andrew Driver. 2-0 San Diego. Las Vegas in black, San Diego in white. 2 goals inside the first 4 minutes, including the fastest goal in the USL Championship this season. Al Vassell just 16 seconds in for his 14th of the year. And then Elijah Martin 3 minutes later. What changes tactically do you expect from either side? Here is nearly a third for San Diego as they pressure Abraham Romero. As I asked you mid-sentence, and there's a chance on one end, but what tactical changes, if any, do you expect from each side, Andrew?
I don't think you'd expect to see anything initially. The Lights actually played pretty well after going 2-0 down, so they'll want to keep it the same. The last thing they want is to let the third goal go in, so you don't want to push forward too early. But the likes of Jennings and Trejo up there, you've got a chance.
Well, when Paul Vassell cannot get there, Romero may have come out of his box. He's right on the edge of it, and the referee Osmanovic had a good view of it.
I thought he'd gone out. The referee obviously was. He was only 5 yards away, so he had a much better view than I did. But he came out far in the end, but Romero did really well, actually, because Vassell looked like he was in, and good positioning from Romero. The sweeper keeper came out and luckily stayed in the box.
He has grown in confidence. It's a hard thing to say with the last few games, but we've just seen his body language, how vocal he looks, his footwork. We've seen him come off his line, maybe in not the best moments, but at least he's being proactive. I think he's a much more well-rounded goalkeeper than at the start of the season here towards the end of 2022.
Yeah, you see the shot stopping abilities there, but at the end of the day, he's a young goalkeeper, isn't he? So he's always going to make mistakes. That's just the nature of it, and goalkeepers have a longer time period to improve. As there you saw the foul from Iskandarian, it's definitely a yellow card. But yeah, Abraham Romero's got plenty of opportunity to develop, and we can see the development. Well, you can see the development of a lot of these young Lights players as the season's gone on.
Duran Iskandarian booked for that challenge there. Second player in the book for Las Vegas. Daroma for the hard challenge at the end of the first half. Jack Blake picked up a yellow card in the first half for San Diego. Nifty header there. Crisostomo is released. Iskandarian, nice ball into the feet of Trejo. He thought about a potential back heel, and it's well defended in the end by San Diego.
Very, very well defended. Good play from Lights. It was the header you said from Crisostomo. He made the look behind him before he made that. That was just top-class play from him. Opened up the Loyals defense. That was probably the best chance. Iskandarian, very direct. A good pass into Trejo, who was just a little bit unlucky. It was really good defending in the end by Ebenezer Akon. But signs of the Lights.
And I hate to criticize Andrew, but I think another moment where a Vegas forward's being too unselfish. That's a time where we've seen Trejo just take it to goal and score a goal. He tries a back heel there, doesn't really connect. But we saw it with Jennings twice in the first half, looking to pass instead of shoot.
Yeah, you want Trejo in those situations just thinking, I'm going to score, don't you? He's tried a little bit of a tricky play. Didn't come off. But yeah, Trejo and Jennings, as soon as they get a chance, you want them to be a number 9. You want them to just hit it.
A lot of soccer left. The entire second half for Vegas to pull 2 goals back. They look much more steady across the back. So we've seen Duenas in a very interesting role. Would love to ask Enrique Duran post-game Duenas' role, because we've seen him up in the front 3. We've seen him back across the back line.
Well,
he's been up and down as a right back.
Well, it shows what I know about coaching soccer games, Mark, because the Lights have come out with 3 at the back in the second half.
There's a switch and a nearly uncontested header from Vassell, but there was 2 Vegas players around him.
Yeah, so as I was saying, the Lights have switched to 5 at the back, which maybe goes back to letting those goals in the first half. We mentioned how you play three central defenders, you stop the opportunity. So maybe the Lights just want to ensure they don't give up another and just grow into the game. But you'll see Duenas will come in onto the right back area, and you'll have Lara, Leon and Traore in central defense.
Low cross is dealt with well. There was one change from Enrique Duran at halftime. Christopher Jaime has entered, replacing Alvaro Quezada. Yellow card shown. Easy decision.
So yeah,
Carlton in the book.
It's just a switch of formation, isn't it? Pretty much to go man for man against San Diego. You're now not 4-3-3 against 5-3-2. You're now 5-3-2 against 5-3-2. So now it is literally a battle of wills. Whoever wants to win the game has to go on and win it.
Jaime, just 18 years of age, came up in the Nomad Soccer Club Academy in San Diego before moving to LAFC's academy. Signed a full pro deal with Las Vegas for the remainder of this season at the end of August. That was when he was deciding between college or pro, elected to go pro. And at times this year, he has been, I think, one of the better attacking teenagers in the league.
Yeah, he's growing in confidence, and he still needs more improvement. He's improving as the weeks go on. He's getting stronger. He's looking more confident on the ball. but maybe still needs to work a little bit on the end product. Needs to have a little bit more influence on the game. But you can see it coming. It's not going to be long until he is starting to do that.
Duran pleading his case to the fourth official, frustrated by that decision. Mo Shabani is taken down by Chrysostomo. Another moment where the referee, Albus Osmanovic, says play on.
Yeah, he's not fooling around, is he? He's given the yellow cards at the right time and he's letting the game flow. And no surprise, he obviously got the right decision because Mo Shabani, he went down in a heap. Once he's realised he's not getting the free kick, he's had to get back up.
Duenas does well through traffic, good feet. And then goes all the way back for Lara. Lara, excellent ball to the feet of Jennings. He faces up, has Traore on the overlap. There's Jennings going for goal, and he just missed the near post. Good hit from Jennings, really testing Koke Vegas.
Right, that's right what we've been talking about for Jennings, isn't it? Get the ball into his feet, turn, use your pace and power, and go at the defender. Look at that, one thing on his mind as soon as he got it, cut inside, and that's it. In the first half, he'd have tried to find a pass there, but this time, confidence to hit it. Just pulled it past the post. But there's the signs, the Lights can make opportunities.
Landon Donovan talking strategy. Carlton is down. Been a very interesting career for Carlton, as we saw Donovan there with the associate head coach Nate Miller. But at one time, Carlton was considered one of the bright prospects in the U.S. Youth National Team pool. He was signed as a homegrown player, made his debut with Atlanta United age 16. Had a spell in Costa Rica and now with San Diego.
He certainly has his own little style, doesn't he? Bringing back the mullet. Or did the mullet ever go out of fashion? I wouldn't know. I'm going bald.
I think it never did.
Never been out of fashion, but yeah, he has his own look. He's got his own style. He's definitely someone with bags of ability, and you wouldn't want to be under anyone less than Landon Donovan to try and bring that quality out of someone.
Atlanta United 2, Charleston on loan, Indy 11 on loan, Georgia Storm in the NPSL, Costa Rica as well, UPSL, and now San Diego. But a regular with the US U15s through U20s. Now he's age 22.
That's good from Chrysostomo, that winning the ball back and then going forward. Oh, there's another foul.
Jennings earns a free kick in midfield. Good swagger from Jennings. 9 goals on the season. No yellow card there. Were you surprised? No booking for that tactical foul.
No, I think the defender just obviously just held his ground. Jennings just tried to knock it past him. It wasn't as if... Oh.
Osmanovic is a referee after Andrew Driver's heart. If a player touches the ball asking for a foul, Osmanovic isn't having it, and Andrew Driver loves it. It's the second time tonight we've seen that.
Osmanovic, he's a man that says, I tell you where the free kick is going, you don't tell me. But it's funny, you watch soccer, and the amount of times you see a defender go down and just grab the ball and the referee just decides to give a free kick. But that's twice tonight, and that's a bit of a...
Shaky back pass, Jennings applying pressure.
That's a lot of trust in Koke Vargas there, wasn't it, from the San Diego team?
Crisostomo with DeRoma. Tony Leon. Jaime, the halftime substitute. Now Duenas. DeRoma. Space on the left side for Traore. Crisostomo will stay central. Excellent ball. It's laid back. It's Jennings, top of the box. Helped on. Iskandarian. Touch took too long and it's cleared. Iskandarian was there, but he had a long, big wind up. Didn't recognize the moment was there.
You just got to hit it, aren't you? He's come perfectly onto his left foot for him to just swing at it. I know it's not his stronger one, but it was moving at such a nice little speed. Even though it was your weaker foot, you could have hit it with pace. But again, good play from the lights. Again, Jennings and Trejo, when they get the ball, you need to get the ball to them as much as possible because they just create opportunities.
Just a sensational build-up from Las Vegas, but they don't even get a shot away from Iskandarian. Double change for both sides. Julian Gaines will come back. He's been dealing with injuries all season, and we'll see a second appearance of the season for Male. Very interesting prospect, just signed a USL Academy contract a couple weeks ago. Lanji Male, a winger from Mali, last played in Slovakia. Debuted as a pro in Mali, his hometown team AS Bamako. 35 appearances in the Slovak Super League, and he signed September 10th. So it's Male for Iskandarian. And then a double change for Landon Donovan and San Diego Loyal as Tomas Among, the 24-year-old from Cameroon, enters alongside Charlie Adams. Adams, the 27-year-old from England.
Again, another how strong this Loyals team is. Adams can run a midfield, can't he? And he's coming on as substitute.
Here comes the restart. Crisostomo bending it. Koke Vargas saw it the entire way. Koke Vegas, I should say.
Yes, to go back to Mali to see his second appearance, to play 35 times at such a young age in the Slovakian Premier League. It's obviously not one of the most well-known leagues in Europe, but to go from Africa to a league like that, I've had teammates that have played in the Slovakian and Hungarian leagues, and it's not an easy. It's a very high standard. These teams go and play in Europe, so 35 games at such a young age, he's obviously got a lot of ability.
Moshabane. Crisostomo. Ali's first touch infield to Jaime. Martin wrote out the challenge. Jennings leading the press.
Martin's had a good game, hasn't he? He started off on the right-hand side, was outstanding, grabbed the goal in the 4th minute, and then he's moved to the left. He's been a little bit quiet on the left, but you saw there he's such a strong, consistent player.
Julian Gaines committing the foul there against Tumi Moshabane.
Yeah, it's a little bit of over-eagerness from Gaines. Just on, he wants to show the will, wants to show the want. He's obviously had a long spell off this season as well, so it's really good to see him back.
Gaines now 19 years of age, turns 20 in November. Played for Lone Star Soccer Club in Austin before Barca residency in Arizona. Signed a pro deal with LAFC last August, loaned to Las Vegas Lights for this season, but has dealt with injuries most of the campaign.
He was such a steady performer most of last season, wasn't he? He definitely deserved his contract. And just needs to, his young player just needs to get back in there and just get that match fitness back. It takes a while, just needs to keep working hard and show the eagerness that he has in the past.
Tonight's his 6th appearance for Las Vegas of 2022. He scored once. 2 goals inside the first 4 minutes for San Diego Loyal. First 16 seconds in Kyle Vassell, the USL Championship record for this season, just 16 seconds in. And then 3 minutes later, Elijah Martin is first of the season. Vegas have had some quality buildups, but yet to really test Koke Vegas. We've seen unselfishness a few times from Kyle Jennings and from Danny Trejo. A moment ago, the last action of the night for Doradus Kandarian. He was in, but didn't maybe sense the defenders coming close. Shot was blocked after a quality buildup.
Yeah, the chances have fallen to your two most clinical players, and you expect them to take those opportunities. Maybe just trying that one extra pass too much, that one extra touch at times. And it's uncharacteristic of this Lights team. They're usually very clinical when they get those opportunities. The likes of Trejo and Jennings are usually, when they're in those positions, they don't need many invites to take a shot. And tonight they've just not even hit any target. And you know the season's winding down when the hot tubs get replaced on the edge of the pitch, right?
For Las Vegas tonight, 6 shots, no shots on target. San Diego, I would say on the whole, not the best offensive night. They scored twice in 4 minutes, but they have 3 shots total in this game, 2 shots total on target. They've really set the tone inside 5 minutes and then kind of set up shop.
Yeah, but when you're winning 2-0, you don't need to, do you? The pressure isn't on you to create anymore. They just need to continue doing what they're doing, but they might regret it if the Lights can come back. If the Lights score the next goal, it really is game on.
Julian Gaines. Back for Abraham Romero. A little heavy, but I like the thought there. Long diagonal intended for Trejo.
Yeah, booming diagonal, wasn't it? That's what you want. You want to get Trejo on the shoulder of the right central defender. You want to get him running in behind. Perhaps the Lights don't go direct as much as they should sometimes. One thing to note is Trejo definitely shouldn't be getting caught offside in that situation.
Good pressure from Vegas. They put 4 forward and nearly win on the edge of the box.
I'm sure that's the last thing Landon Donovan wants to see. When you're 2 up, you're cruising in a game. Don't give something away so easy. Good pressure from the Lights. That's what they've done much better in the second half. They're pressuring higher up the pitch with a little bit more force and nearly nicking one and getting an opportunity.
Daroma earns the free kick. Foul committed by Evan Conway. Laji Male played 28 minutes off the bench at Hartford in his Vegas debut last weekend. Back for Romero. A little scoop pass. Fully confident from Abraham Romero. Gaines kept it in play. Male just too far in front, intended for Christopher Jaime.
I tell you what, though, it's 3v2 here.
And now it's on for Male. Laji Male tries his luck and cannot hit the target. Had Jennings to his right, Trejo to his left, but went his own way.
I don't think Trejo or Jennings can believe what just happened. 3v2 Male, all he has to do is drive at the defender, drag one out. He's done everything right. He's won the ball back brilliantly. Now slipping Jennings. You've got Trejo to the left. All you need to do is attract one of those 2 central defenders and your teammates in. And it just so happens the 2 teammates that were with you are the top scorers for the team. There may be a little bit of inexperience for Male. Just a little bit of a calmer head there would have prevailed, but there's the sign, really good. He won the ball back and he broke with pace. But there was 2 times Male actually played the first ball. It was a little bit too far ahead of, I think it was Jaime at the time, but you could see that the Lights were 3v3 at the back. So there's definitely going to be opportunity.
Good break up this left side. There's a cross right at Romero. Comes from Tomas Among, the 24-year-old from Cameroon who just came off the bench. By the way, Jack Metcalf just picked up a yellow card for San Diego a moment ago.
Did we miss it?
Traore steps into midfield to win it. Now it's to Roma. Crisostomo, good first touch. Options here for Las Vegas. Male into the box. Male over the bar again. Excellent sliding challenge from the right side to make it difficult.
You know, there's a shout for a penalty there. Male, again, he looks sharp, doesn't he? Very, very sharp. Good pace. Great play from Crisostomo into Male. Good first touch. He's coming in. And, you know, this, I've talked about the people falling on the ball and getting free kicks. This is the opposite. For some reason, when you get a shot off in the box, even though you fouled, it never gets given a penalty.
Good point, Andrew.
Whenever you see it happen so many times where someone's had a shot and even though it's going over the bar, the defender will catch him late. It's still a penalty.
That was Ebenezer Akon flying over with a hard challenge. Here's Jaime. Male gets there first. Good speed.
But since Male came on, the lights are looking much more direct, aren't they? Faster going forward. He's offering a different angle up there for the team.
Just 20 years of age in his second appearance for Las Vegas Lights in the USL Championship. Here he is on the ball. Bends it in. Now was well read by Koke Vegas. Gets there before Trejo. Two 2-0 San Diego Loyal leading. 16 seconds in. Kyle Vassell, his 14th of the year in 27 appearances. And then 3 minutes later, Elijah Martin, his first of the campaign. Vegas have had a great response. Vegas opens up well wide of goal.
You sense this game's starting to bubble a little bit, don't you? The light's starting to get more opportunities, more looks going forward. But when they're doing that, they're going to be open a little bit. The next goal will be very, very important.
Jaime trying to spin out of a double team. Goes all the way back. Tony Leon. Now it's to Roma. Good tempo to Las Vegas here. Approaching the 70th minute. Crisostomo clipping it to the back post. Headed out for a corner kick. Good ball from Crisostomo. As Ebenezer Akon not taking any chances. Trail from the corner. Leon pushes forward. Here it comes from Danny Trejo. Balloon delivery. Jaime will run it down. Christopher Jaime for Las Vegas. Male off the bench, bending it with his left foot. And Gaines must win that. Long shot from midfield, but a free kick is given to Las Vegas. I think he was expecting Romero to stay well off his line. Gaines earns the free kick.
I wouldn't be surprised if Blake hit that. He's got plenty of ability, but it was a foul on Gaines. Both a 50-50 in the air, but Gaines has looked good in the air when he's had opportunities so far since coming on. He's got a real athletic leap.
Andrew, it feels too easy for Vegas through midfield right now. They're kind of doing what they want, coming inside and out. Now it's Crisostomo. Crisostomo is in, squares it, and it's tapped home by Danny Trejo. Las Vegas have a goal back 20 minutes from full time, and Trejo makes it 2-1.
It was coming, wasn't it? It was coming. This Lights team has stuck at it, and in the last 5-10 minutes, they've really looked like the most likely to score. And what a goal that is. A fantastic run from Crisostomo. Question marks if he was offside, but his pass, and we've been complaining about them being unselfish this season. Great pass from Jaime. Unselfish today, but this time perfect from Crisostomo. Great ball into Trejo, and your top scorer in the right place at the right time, but what a team goal. Jaime's pass was absolutely inch perfect for Crisostomo. And there's Enrique Duran really getting his team into it. And I tell you, you go 2-0 up so early, it's so difficult when the team pegs you back to raise the level again. The Lights are probably favourites to go on now.
I was just saying mid-sentence how easy it had been for Vegas through midfield, and they score seconds later. And it's moments like this where San Diego looks out of answers defensively. Vegas are just coming from the wide areas into the middle of the field and kind of doing what they want.
Yeah, the tactical change from Enrique Duran at the half-time is already paying dividends, but the Lights look sharper. It's kind of like, football's a funny game. When you're 2-0 up, you kind of start cruising a little bit, and then you come under pressure and he's in.
Here's Trejo again. This time the flag is up. He will put it in the back of the net just to see it into the net again, but he was offside. Trejo's 11th goal in his 24th appearance of the season. But it had been a while, though, for Danny Trejo. His last goal against Oakland,
the pass. Great
July
ball from
23rd.
Really good ball for Mali. I think he just turned, but that's difficult. And it's because he's done so well. He's been in and out of the team, hasn't he? Because he's had to go to LAFC. It's hard to maintain the form when you're here, there, and everywhere, you know. So it's not through him just having a dip. It's just a little bit of the continuity going astray.
Trejo with 11, a Las Vegas record for the USL Championship. And now the trainer will go on and check out Koke Vegas. And it's why I firmly believe that the 20 minutes or so, Andrew, after that second goal went in were the most critical of this game, as it could have gone to 3 or 4-0. Then it's lights out.
Yeah.
Pun not intended. But they weathered the storm, and now they're back in it.
But it also goes to show you, sometimes what looks like a defensive move can be a positive. So you go 2-0 down, you think you have to go all out attack to get back into the game, but no, Enrique Duran didn't panic. He added an extra defender. Put an extra defender in there, but what it's done is it's just made the Lights more solid, and then they've just started winning the midfield battle. You mentioned it just before the goal. They seem so much more comfortable on the ball in midfield. They look the most likely, and now San Diego have a real problem. They've got to try and raise the level again, which in the middle of a game is very, very, very difficult.
60% of Americans waiting for an organ transplant are from a multicultural background. Donation is all about human kindness. The gift is saying yes. Bring hope to the over 100,000 Americans waiting for their second chance by registering at nvdonor.org. Here is the upcoming schedule presented by Findlay Mazda. It's a make-or-break homestand, Andrew. The makeup game for Monterey Bay on Tuesday night. Monterey Bay, a scoreless draw away from home tonight. And then New Mexico United, another team Vegas is chasing next Friday night. So it's two teams Vegas is chasing over the next week.
They're all must-wins, aren't they? Every game's a cup final from here on out.
And then for San Diego Loyal SC, it's a Western-driven final 3 games after tonight at Orange County against New Mexico and Sacramento. Very nice for Landon Donovan's team. It's 1 game per week without cross-country travel.
Yeah, 1 game a week, all in a local vicinity. It's give them a real opportunity to be fresh going into the playoffs. First thing I think on Landon Donovan's mind will be getting through this game. Being so comfortable, they're now in a bit of a dogfight.
Crisostomo with his 6th assist of the season and 29 appearances on that goal from Danny Trejo.
It was a good assist from Crisostomo, but for me it's all about the ball from Jaime. But the timing of the run for Crisostomo makes it. The pass from Jaime was outstanding, and he's just such a clever player, Crisostomo, isn't he? He's one of those players who gets in that situation, but he's going to be lifting his head because he knows how the flow of the game goes around him.
The backup goalkeeper tonight for San Diego Loyal is Duran Ferri. He's just 17 years of age. First local product to climb up the pipeline. But for now, Koke Vegas will stay in the game. And Ferri signed just 10 days ago. Joined the inaugural Loyal Select team last April. Youngest ever signing for San Diego Loyal. Double change here for Landon Donovan, not involving a goalkeeper. Morgan Hackworth, the 25-year-old from North Carolina, will enter alongside Colin Martin, who started the last game but comes off the bench tonight. Martin for Jack Blake. Jack Blake on a yellow card. And Morgan Hackworth will replace the goal scorer Kyle Vassell, who scored his 14th goal of the campaign just 16 seconds into the match. The fastest goal across the entire USL Championship this season.
Again, the strength of the San Diego team. Colin Martin, a player who's had experience in the MLS, a little bit comes on and will give some more solidity in number 6 position. I think for San Diego now is just try and hold on to this lead.
Excellent pressure from Mali to win it back. Nearly got it to Trejo. Just feels like San Diego's a step slow in the second half. And on cue, they break the other way with the chance, but Romero has it covered up at the near post.
No, I think you're right. When you're 2-0 up and you were cruising, it is difficult to raise that tempo, but you got to also take into the Las Vegas heat a little bit. It's at that stage in the season, they don't need to win this game like the Lights do as well. All those little things can play on your mind a little bit. If you're feeling a little niggle in your leg, like you might have an injury, you're not going to overstretch yourself in a game like this when you know the playoffs are around the corner.
Landon Donovan must feel pretty confident that Koke Vegas can finish this game as the goalkeeper, because he's now used all 5 of his changes. If something happened to Vegas, they'd have to play down a player. And Andrew, you never know with the goalkeeper, a veteran goalkeeper, his team is really up against it. They concede a goal, maybe a little bit of a embellishment on the extent of the injury just to give his team a little break.
Yeah, that did cross my mind, but he had been involved a little bit just before there. He may have overstretched when Trejo was offside and tried to take it around him. But yeah, he's obviously a smart goalkeeper, isn't he? He's played very well today, actually, without being tested too much. On the ball, he looks confident. He looks like a leader for this team.
Leon. Gaines wins it in midfield, then lost it. Back from Among.
A wee bit of cramp for Conway as well when still 10 minutes to go. No substitutions. This San Diego team is starting to struggle a little bit.
Yeah, a little surprising to me to see the team with the lead use all of its subs with all this time left. Usually it would be the team chasing the game, kind of going for it. But Landon Donovan has a plan here.
Well, it goes back to what we're saying. They're already in the playoffs, so Landon Donovan, if he's got any doubts, if any guys are tired, he's gonna make that change early just to prevent any injuries. But he's also got the likes of Colin Martin, who you can bring onto the team, bring on the pitch, and they'll make a difference for you. It's not like he's making substitutions for the sake of it. He has a lot of quality coming off the bench.
Free kick given here. Duran did not like the call up that right sideline. Lara caught in the challenge. Free kick here to San Diego Loyal.
That's the fresh legs of Hackworth, isn't it, going down the line? Lara just a little nudge in his back. It is a good decision from the referee.
Free kick here for San Diego. Charlie Adams will deliver.
We've said that a few times over the last few years, hasn't it? This guy, on his left foot, he whips in a mean ball, a mean delivery from this in-swinging.
Here it comes. Headed back across and headed away. That was Lara there for Las Vegas, very aware on the second phase of that restart. We saw the quality there. There's a reason Charlie Adams leads San Diego with 8 assists in only 23 appearances this season.
He's got a good delivery. Every time you hear him, he's always whipping those balls in.
Okay, Vegas well off his line. Super keeper in front of Trejo. Martin composed, and now it's Colin Martin off the bench. Build up from the right, save from Romero. First time he's been tested in a little while. It was all alone on the right edge of the box there for San Diego Loyal.
Yeah, good play from San Diego. They worked their way across. I think was it Moshibani who had the shot. Fairly simple save. I think it's a yellow card for Leon just because he caught Hackworth earlier in the move.
Good sportsmanship, Leon. Handshake there for Hackworth. Tony Leon in the book here in the 83rd minute.
Yeah, it's a foul. It is definitely a foul. It's probably a yellow card as well. There was no malice in it. A little bit of a tame effort from Moshibani. Romero making the save. Lucky his defender was in the right area. Just parried it into the box, but a little. San Diego will be happy with the way the last 5 minutes have gone. They've managed to get a little bit more territory on the play. A couple of free kicks, just pin the lights back because the lights look dangerous whenever they have possession.
Restart coming. It's from Charlie Adams. Menacing ball. Headed towards the top of the box, and then Jennings climbs to head it. And look at that save from Abraham Romero, diving to his left. He never gave up on the play, reacted well to keep it a 1-goal deficit.
Well, I was a little bit critical a minute ago because he parried a ball into the box, but what a save that one is. That one is out of the top draw. And the reason being, the strike's been hit with decent pace, but there's a deflection, and Romero's had to change direction, and his reflexes are really on point. Because that could have gone anywhere. That is a great save.
Hit the leg of Lara, I believe, on its way through. He was leaning right, had to dive back to his left to make the save. Charlie Adams will take this corner kick. It's alive in the box and picked up by Romero, but first a handball against San Diego Loyal.
That's one of those wicked balls in from Adam again, wasn't it? That could have gone anywhere.
Adams is 8 assists on the year, tied with several others for 8th most in the USL Championship. September is National DMV Appreciation Month. Do you have a red heart on your license? Then you are a hero. On the day you made that choice, you also sat across from a hero. Nevada Donor Network simply cannot save and heal lives without them. We're grateful for Nevada DMV's support. Help us celebrate these unsung heroes. 85 minutes gone. It's San Diego 2, Las Vegas 1. And Trejo, his 11th goal of the season. After San Diego scored twice inside the first 4 minutes. Kyle Vassell, his 14th of the season, coming just 16 seconds into the game, the fastest goal across the entire USL Championship this season. And then Elijah Martin in the 4th minute to make it 2-0. Quality build-up here It's Conway, but dispossessed as it falls back to Elijah Martin. With that goal, Kyle Vassell on 14 goals in a three-way tie for 6 with Lucho Solinak. And Williams with Charleston. Augustine Williams, of course. Everyone chasing Olaski with Orange County, who's on 20. There's a bending shot into the roof of the net. That was knuckling, menacing hit that time.
That was a good opportunity. It was some hit from, I think it was Adams just creeping forward from the number 6 role. And he's hit that with some pace and dip. And it's funny, the Loyals changes have worked. Landon Donovan's substitutions have really changed the game. It looked all lights, didn't it, until the triple substitution is made, and now San Diego just looked very comfortable.
Jennings in the corner. Peeks for support. Gets it here from Gaines. Gaines tries to beat 2. Another nice moment there from Elijah Martin. Conway. Gaines bumbling back. Commits the foul.
Good description, bumbling back. He's just bumping into everyone, wasn't he? Playing a bit of bumper cars there, Gaines.
Adams is very heated.
I think there's something been said from the sideline a little bit.
Been a very physical game. We've talked about how even it's been and how most of the calls have been play on from Elvis Osmanovic. You have been very spot on saying he's gotten the yellows right, but let kind of the 50-50 decisions go in the way the players have play on. This is a booking here for Gaines in the 88th minute.
Yeah, it has been more physical, hasn't it? There's been more than we've been used to in terms of bad tackles at times. There's a strike from Adam. It's unlucky, isn't it? It's dipping. It just didn't dip early enough. Here's the foul. That's a good tackle from Gaines. This one, just a little bit of bumbling. It wasn't a big problem. But I think there's something that's gone on off the ball a little bit. There was a fight with, not a fight, there was words said with the bench, but you saw them gesturing as if someone had stood on somebody.
Yeah, I saw a lift leg in there.
Yeah, and the 4th official has obviously seen something, and now it's on the referee to make a decision.
Osmanovic shows the yellow card to Daniel Crisostomo. No argument from him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Maybe when when the play ended, he did have the ball next to one of the San Diego players, so potentially he maybe just did a little kick up. But that's good refereeing, because whenever a 4th official comes across like that, you expect a red card. But the game's been physical. There's been some bad tackles, but it's never really gone over the line, has it? It hasn't been a dirty game.
What I will say for Gaines is he's just getting back to fitness. That's a player that's kind of gaining match fitness, and he committed the foul, couldn't really stop his body, and ran into a second player.
Oh, it takes a while when you're coming back, but he's looked good though. He looks in good shape. He looks fit for coming off an injury, and he's jumping. He's looking good. He's won some good headers. So another good addition for these last 3 games the Lights really need. Last 4 games, sorry.
4 left after tonight, 3 more at home, and then a season finale at LA Galaxy 2. Good work from Martin in midfield for Tumimo Shabane. Martin showing the range of passing here, but it's dispossessed from Daniel Crisostomo. We'll have a minimum of 5 minutes added on here at the end of the second half. Stoppage time for Las Vegas Lights to find a tying goal.
You know, it's very impressive what San Diego has done here. It looked like the game was starting to really go against them, but and when the Lights scored, it looked like there was only going to be one team in it. But San Diego has just very professionally just killed the game a little bit, kept possession when they need to, and just stopped the lights from progressing.
Every 9 minutes, another person is added to the organ transplant waiting list. Sadly, 17 people pass away every day because the organs they need are not donated in time. You have the power to change this. Visit nvdonor.org to bring strength to the over 600 Nevadans waiting for their second chance through organ donation. Martin earns another throw-in as the fourth official for support. I wonder if that's not allowed, official helping a player up.
I think fair play to, in the defense of the fourth official, I think he wasn't looking in that direction. But he really did.
Because I've seen set of referees help the player, but you never know what pro is thinking, and if that's, you know.
What's the old saying? He left him hanging.
Yes. Conflict of interest.
Yeah. There's DeRoma again. He's got to be careful. He's already on a yellow card, if I'm not mistaken, from his late challenge earlier in the game.
Andrew, not every day you see a player ask the referee for help up.
No, he, of all the people, he had 3 people around him, and he went straight to the fourth official, didn't he? The least likely to help.
Free kick coming. Hackworth may keep it in the corner here with Tomas Among. (2-1) San Diego. San Diego looking to climb closer to clinching a home playoff match. Among and Hackworth draws gains. And support here. Excellent from Jaime, who dances out of it. Long first touch from Jennings. Male back. Crisostomo. Mohamed Traore over the top. Cut down by Elijah Martin. He's been everywhere tonight, Andrew. Scored the goal in the 4th minute. Has been relentless defensively.
He's been brilliant for me. Possibly man of the match.
Long forward run. Some contact edge of the box. Free kick this time is given. Yellow card will be shown.
How many yellow cards does that make it now?
That's 5 for Vegas, 4 for San Diego, a total of 9.
Was that including that one?
And that will make it 10.
10.
Bit slow with my arithmetic. Tumi Moshobane earns the free kick. I think more important than the bookings here, Andrew, is the time ticking away for Las Vegas.
Yeah, and it's just come from how well San Diego's just upped the gears. They've made the changes. They've just absolutely killed the tempo of the game. And another foul here just has killed another minute. And I tell you, with Charlie Adam in this area, this is as good as a penalty kick for San Diego.
Adams most likely, Moshobane standing there as well, just to give Vegas something to think about. 4 in the wall in front of Abraham Romero. Now Jaime might join.
Couldn't be in a more perfect spot for Adam to curl this round the wall there.
It is from Adams, just past the near upper corner. We had a good angle of it. Abraham was leaning towards the right post. It went the opposite way. Now a quick restart from the goalkeeper. Maybe one last chance for Las Vegas to find a tying goal. Male. DeRoma. Mohamed Traore back for DeRoma. They must play quickly. Full time from Cashman Fields. Could not get into the box. Frustration from Jaime. And to an assistant coach. I think no ill will there from Jaime. Just frustrating, running out of time.
Yeah, a little bit of overreaction from the assistant, wasn't it? Jaime just kicked the ball away in frustration. He's just lost the game, and the coach to react like that's completely uncalled for, and it's given a bit of a poor ending to what was a well-played game.
Now that's Nate Miller, the associate head coach. Young player, a teenager, kicking the ball away at the end of the game, and he took umbrage.
Yeah, it's Jaime, just frustration. The young guy, isn't he? He's just toe poked it away. He didn't know where it was going to land. Just a complete overreaction. And Enrique Duran in there trying to calm everything down, and rightly so.
Well, this one ends 2-1. San Diego comes closer to locking up a number 2 seed in the Western Conference playoffs. Las Vegas sees the mountain become a bit steeper with only 4 games remaining. It was a great fight back, Andrew Driver. From 2-0 down inside 4 minutes, they really had a chance there in the second half.
Yeah, they did fantastic to come into it. 2-0 down after 5 minutes. You're not hoping for the best, are you? But they really did come back into it. But fair play to San Diego. They let the lights back in, but reacted when the lights did score, and they really did a very good professional job to win the game.
Save of the game presented by Nevada Donor Network for life at registerme.org, and this was spectacular to keep it 2-1 from Abraham Romero.
Yeah, just great reactions to make the save and then parry it away from the danger zone. Really good goalkeeping from Romero, who had a good night overall.
San Diego has the reverse scoreline from its 2-1 home loss against Las Vegas. Season series 1 win apiece as Vegas loses for the 4th straight game. We'll come back to wrap it up from Cashman Field. Full time. Our moment is presented by Red Apple Fireworks, located over the hump in Pahrump, and it's the 11th goal of the season for Danny Trejo.
Yeah, it's a great team goal, wasn't it? Lovely pass from Jaime, great run Crisostomo, lifted his head, and the man you want on the end of a 5-foot tap-in. Danny Trejo, 11 for the season, deservedly so. And the Lights actually played well tonight. They take away the first 5 minutes.
Las Vegas players supporting the supporters with an appreciative clap before heading towards the locker room. Full time, San Diego 2, Las Vegas 1. We'll wrap it up after the break.
One more lap, one more breath. And this is your conscious, telling you to hydrate, reminding you that recovery too is part of the game. Electrolyte Instant Hydration.
Yo sé que tú puedes. Tú puedes hacerlo, yo creo en ti. Estoy tan orgulloso de ti. No estás solo, estoy aquí para ti. No te rindas. Deja de fumar y vapear, por favor. Please. Sigue intentándolo, vale la pena. Eres la persona más fuerte que conozco. Yo te admiro. Yo te admiro. Yo te admiro. Eres mi modelo a seguir. Deja de fumar y vapear hoy. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por mí. Hazlo por mí. Hazlo por mí. Hazlo por nosotros.
Nuestros niños están mirando. Para tener ayuda gratuita para dejar de fumar y vapear, llama a la línea de ayuda de Nevada al 1855 déjelo ya. Es el 1855 déjelo ya. 1855-335-3569. Por ti, por nosotros. Viva saludable.
As a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Lights, Security National Mortgage Company is looking to help you score your next big goal, buying a house. Our process is simple with in-house underwriting, processing, and closing, keeping you informed from start to finish. With our Snap Home mobile app, you can look for a home, get financing, and more right from your phone. Together, we can outmatch the competition. Contact us today and let Security National be a part of your home team.
I foster because I believe that everyone could do something to help people. I make the children feel loved and let them know that they are part of a family. One of the myths about fostering is that your home isn't big enough, that you don't have the resources. DFS has a wonderful program with information and other foster parents that we can talk and network with. If your home has love, kindness, and a heart, you're a foster parent.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by the Castro Verde Law Group, where they treat you like family. By Wendy's, grab a $5 biggie bag today. And by Cox Your View, catch replays of the lights every Saturday at 10 a.m. Fireworks presented by Red Apple Fireworks postgame after San Diego wins 2-1 at Las Vegas tonight. Houston Dynamo midfielder Andrew Driver. This was a very entertaining game. We both thought it might get a bit lopsided after 4 minutes, 2-0 to San Diego, but a great fight from the home team.
Yeah, when you go to 2 goals down in the first 5 minutes like this, you're always going to struggle, but the Lights showed great courage to come back into it, and it was a really good finish from Trejo. Here's the killer blow from Martin, the ball across the box, not defended well from the Lights again. They went behind, and pretty much the rest of the game was pretty similar to this. A lot of strong challenges, a few opportunities, and it was a really entertaining game. It could have gone either way in the end.
Great look there, the pass from Jaime for Crisostomo for Trejo for his 11th.
Yeah, it was a great team goal, and it summed up the Lights' performance. They were up against it, 2 goals down in the first 5 minutes, but they stuck at it, and they would have deserved to come away with something, but unfortunately San Diego were too professional and very strong.
We see the stats from this one. Many of these shots for Las Vegas coming in the second half. They actually outshot San Diego. San Diego very efficient, 2 goals from only 7 shots.
Yeah, it's the game was even, wasn't it? Really, take out the 5 minutes early on, but you see the goals obviously the most important part of the game, and you see no offside, but the yellow cards, 5 yellow cards on one side, 3 on the other. It was a rough game.
Possession, slight advantage for San Diego Loyal. Well, Vegas doesn't have much time to really woe is me on this game. They host Monterey Bay on Tuesday. It's a big matchup against Frank Yallop's side.
Yeah, we said that they're all cup finals now, aren't they? Monterey Bay is another team in the hunt for the playoffs. They're going to have to go there and win. It is literally winner takes all now for the Lights. They have to go and win every game.
Start of a 4-game homestand for Las Vegas Lights. It ends with a 2-1 defeat against San Diego Loyal, but a chance to bounce back Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on ESPN+. Las Vegas Lights hosting Monterey Bay FC. For Andrew Driver and our entire crew, Matt Peterson saying so long. A great start for San Diego, and they held on in the second half. San Diego Loyal SC 2, Las Vegas Lights FC 1. Good light from Cashman Field.
Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.